A lot of fans might not be familiar, but at the press conference, Seniesa Estrada said that, she has beef with y'all because you used to train her or you knew her as a child. Can you give us some context on what she means by that? Because maybe us in Southern California may not what she means, but for the fans watching at home who don't know what she means and why it's so personal, can you share why it's so personal?
I mean, at this point, it shouldn't be personal at this level. But if we take it back a little, a few years back, I still consider a friend, but I guess not, right? But Joe Estrada, which is her father, was a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine. We trained in the same gym. I helped him train all of his kids. He taught me to train my kids, my two daughters actually, Roxy and Sarah. I helped train Seniesa. I wasn't her trainer, but I worked with her a lot. I worked corners with her. And, that was years ago. People move on, they get their life, and I moved back to I opened up my own gym. I mean, in this business, you grow, and you can't look back, And if they decide not to be my friend, take it personal, then it just speaks volumes of what type of, how they take this sport.
Now you mentioned that there is no rematch clause for this fight, even though they're undisputed.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they're both unified. Do you think your relationship with her, your following relationship with her, had something to do with her being like, no, I don't want to give them a rematch clause?
Well, I mean, it's too bad for her if that's the way she feels that way. And I think, her growing up, she was a great kid growing up. I'm not saying she's a horrible person now, but I mean, you all see on social media, on the TV, on big interviews, it's gets pretty nasty. But we hold our our composure. We stay calm because we can't look at this as anything else other than a world title fight for undisputed to make history for women. First woman to fight for undisputed titles as a trainer, and the first time they fight for the minimum weight division. So there's a lot of pride behind it, and you have to have pride, the pride of the sport of boxing, not pride, personal pride. Like, I don't like you because you're with them now. Like, when did you decide to make us an enemy? I don't understand. Right?
Now you mentioned, it's Women's History Month. You think after they fight, they're gonna maybe be friends?
I mean, so be it. I hope so. Because Yoka will make friends with anyone. Yoka she's a champion inside, outside of the ring. She's very graceful. She shows respect to everyone, and she respects the sport. That's what she knows. This is just a world title fight. Undisputed. Make history. Let's go.
Do you feel that maybe Seniesa might feel a little intimidated because not only do you know her growing up, but now she may see the improvements you've made with Yokasta Valle since she's been with you for a couple recent years? Do you feel like maybe that's why she feels the way she does?
Well, look, it's no secret that when Yoka came to me, her style of fighting was just different. It was more pressure fighter, very little technique, but just a lot of heart. And I said, man, I want that girl, And she's here with me. But absolutely, and people are seeing the difference in Yokasta, and they see the skill set. Yeah, sometimes we do fall apart. It's in the spare of the moment. Yoka just wants to give people a fight, so if she has to go get it, she's gonna go get it however she can.
Now Yokasta unified, but she has had some losses. Do you feel that Seniesa's kind of like being like, oh, she has some losses. If somebody else beat her, I can beat her too?
Look, if you go in somebody else's backyard and you clearly beat them and you don't get the win, we all know what that's about. So stop it. Just stop. Stop.
What is your prediction for this fight? A lot of people have Yokasta as the underdog. I don't think she's the favorite in the betting wise. What do you think? What is your prediction that will surprise the fans on fight night?
Well, it's okay. We've been the underdog plenty of times. She's been the underdog a lot of fights, and she was the underdog with Bermudez, the Argentina, undefeated, unbeaten, two-time world champion at 108 pounds, and we just showed everybody we can do it. Yoko has what it takes, and if Estrada's upset and angry and jumpy, it's because she knows what she's got in front of her, and she knows March 29th. She knows what's going to be in front of her that night.
Now, March 29th, we also have another one of your fighters, Kid Kansas, Alan Garcia. Talk to us about him a little bit. He's eating. I would tell him get over here, but he's enjoying his meal. I saw him eating pizza the other day. Talk to us about this beautiful camp life where you get to eat pizza as your fighter.
Well, first of all, I made the pizza. My daughter and she invited me. We made organic pizza, and carbs are good for them. And I know how hard they work. And Kid Kansas is that type of kid where Alan Garcia is like. They said, when is he ever out of shape? I said, when he has a 6-pack and not an 8-pack.
Come here, my boy. He's over here eating spaghetti. So, you're going to be in the undercard March 29th, making your top rank officially as a top rank debut. You're here eating carbs. What do you tell people who say fighters need to not eat carbs before the weigh in?
I said they don't know what they're talking about. Just do your job. Do what you're supposed to do. I can eat carbs because I work out and I don't have cheat meals. You need carbs. You need your energy. Nah, you want to eat good carbs, but you don't eat bad carbs.
Show them the
you know?
six pack, eight pack.
So,
There you go.
but I'm in shape. I feel good. I'm good with my weight. So
Give me your prediction with your stablemate Yokasta Valle, March 29th. You're on the undercard, but, after your fight, you're going to be chilling watching her fight. What's your prediction?
my prediction is that she's gonna become the undisputed champion at 105. It's a great fight. Don't get me wrong, and it's not a cakewalk, but she works hard and my coach works hard, and I get to see the grind and the opportunity come to life, and it's great. They've been chasing ever since I known her. They've been chasing this fight, so it's good to see it finally be in the works and finally happening. And now it's just time for her to go out there and do her thing. I think she's gonna win. I know she's gonna win.
Now let the fans know how you're going to win next Friday with also, because you're busy on Friday. They ain't gonna be busy. How are you gonna win? Let the fans know how to tune in and where they can follow you. What they can expect.
You can expect an explosive performance. My last fight was good, but I want this one to be better. I want to showcase more. But I can't control my opponents too. If they rush in, they rush in. I'm there to do what I'm supposed to do, and that's win and give you guys a great fight. You can follow me at kid.kansas on Instagram, on Facebook, just Alan Garcia, and get your tickets. We'll see you guys there.
Thank you. Any last message, Coach G?
Be ready, March 29th. If you have to get out of work early just to see the fight, get through that LA rush traffic. Hey,
Also, it's
you don't wanna
ESPN
miss
Plus.
out.
It's ESPN Plus on the phone, on your tablet. Don't miss out, March 29th.